okay, well, but I've got this YouTube channel, so I might as well do it 2 days in a row, right? There was this really cool song that was just on the radio as I was getting ready to do this video, and the lyrics to the song go, "It's the first day of the rest of your life," and you know, it's fun because that's really how you have to look at this journey, getting in shape, moving to a healthier you. It's the first day of the rest of your life starting today, and whether that is day 240 of your journey, or whether yesterday you were eating like crap and you weren't going to the gym and you just didn't have any hope, today is the first day of the rest of your life. And it sounds silly and it's cliche, but it's so true. So yesterday was probably one of the worst eating days I've had since I've started this journey. I love cake. Love cake. I love cake like a fat kid loves cake. Yeah, I went there. And for me, that is a weakness. And this week has been a week of weaknesses because my son's birthday was yesterday and there was cake. And then we had 2 other birthdays in our home in the last week prior to this, and there was cake at both of them. And every time I see cake, I try to resist. And then I say, okay, a little slice. Okay, I need another little slice. So we all have weaknesses, myself included. I did have cake yesterday, and I even had some chips and dip, which, you know, those 2 things, I don't usually have food like that. So, you know, it was not a good eating day for me, and I'm sure that tomorrow when we do our weekly weigh-in, that will show up on the scales some. I'm still expecting a loss, but I'm not expecting a stellar loss this week. I was hoping I'd get to the 200-pound lost mark by this week, but I don't think it's going to happen. I'm very confident for next week, though, that it's going to happen, because no birthdays. But here's the cool thing. Last night, before I went to bed, I set an expectation for myself. I said, in the morning, I'm going to go to the gym, and I am going to run 5 miles continuously. I'm going to do 5 miles. Now, I've done 5 miles before. In fact, I did 5 miles early on in this journey. It took me almost 3 hours, but I did it. Today, 2 really cool things. First, I ran my 5 miles and then some in under an hour, which is the first time I've done that. Now think about that. It took me over 2 hours the first time I did a 5-mile journey. About 2.5 really. I just did 5 and change miles in under an hour. I mean, that's more than doubling your speed. And the other cool thing is that I set my expectation for 5 miles this morning. Set it last night before I went to bed. When I came to the gym this morning, I was still a little tired, and I said, oh gosh, I hope I at least get to 3, but I'm going to go for that 5. But when I got on that treadmill and I started moving, I went for almost 5.5 miles. Seriously, 5.5 miles. So what's the take home from this? What do you need to hear to relate to your life? Set expectations for yourself and then exceed them. If you set expectations and then you blow them out of the water, it's an endorphin rush. You feel like you're on top of the world. So that's what, you know, it helps me. And that's what I've been doing since day one. Day one, when I came to this gym, the very first time I was over here, my plan was to walk 1 mile. And I said, if I walk that 1 mile at 2 miles an hour, I'm going to be happy. And that's about what I did. But except instead of 1 mile, I was able to stick on that treadmill for 2 miles. And I felt like the king of the world. It took me an hour, but I got 2 miles down. You know, within a couple weeks of that, I was doing miles instead of 30-minute miles, I was doing 22-minute miles. And then a few weeks after that, it was 17-minute miles. You know, and then here it is. You know, today my average speed was faster than 12. It was like an 11-minute mile. And I've set a 9 and change mile since I've started this. You know, my speeds have been continually getting better and better, and I've been getting stronger and stronger. You know, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. I'm really sorry. This is a 5-minute video. Here's the thing. You can't let a setback stop you. Yesterday was a terrible day for eating. Every diet I've ever been on, if it didn't end for one reason or another, it ended because I had a day like that and I gave up. But today is the first day of the rest of my life. I can't give up. There is too much on the line. I got to see my son turn 5. I might not have been able to see that if I had stayed on the journey I was on before. I want to see him turn 6, Lord willing. And maybe 7, 8. Maybe I'm going to see his kids turn 6, 7, 8. Maybe I'm going to see his kids' kids. I don't know. But now that I've started on this journey, there's hope for that. You know, there was no hope for that before. So get on this journey. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Don't let setbacks stop you from doing great things. Set expectations, blow them out of the water. All right, that's it for this video. See you tomorrow.